Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm your host, Lindsey, and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 for the smell, 10 for the taste, 5 for the finish, and a combined 5 for the bottle and look of the juice.
Alright, we're going to try it a little different today. I blinded her on it, but I didn't tell her what it was until she was done. Because there's a lot of information on this one. And we got all the notes.
How is that different?
And I had her write it, and I can't read her writing, so... Well, because you know.
I like to use the whole page, okay? I don't just bullet point everything. I mean, ideally, that would be great.
Your writing sucks. I can't read your handwriting.
Yeah, well, when you tell me 816 different things and you want me to write them all down within 5 seconds.
Alright, what do you get on the nose?
So I get like a honey charred sugar. Like, I don't know. There's a smell of molasses and there's a smell of honey, and I smell like that honey is very dominant.
Okay.
It's kind of ashy. And I have a cat hair in my eye. I mean that in like the best possible way.
I'm confused.
It's ashy.
I don't know. I don't get it, but they say that when sugarcane is grown, you can taste like where it is in the soil. I know this is grown in volcanic soil, so I wonder if that would have anything to do with it.
I don't know. It's like commonly when I have like a warm bread that I get, but I also get like a toasted wood, like warmed wood, which I've used before, like that's sitting by a fire. And it's like, I don't know, nostalgia for me. There's a spice to it though too, like my grandpa's cologne, like just a really thick spice. It's very dominant, but I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what kind of spice it is. But I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I mean, it smells good. It's got a little complexity, but I want some sugar, fruity something out of it, and I'm not getting anything.
Okay. I get like bananas. I get like varnish.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why. It smells like varnish to me.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's a decent smelling. How's it taste?
Okay. So it's very sweet. And there's flavor profiles, and they're all very soft. It's very citrusy and very honey forward. It's like creamy honey. I don't know how to explain it.
Like honeycomb?
I've never had honeycomb. I don't know.
Oh.
Kind of like honey glazed creme brulee.
Okay.
Like that. Remember when we had it at Salt and Pepper, and it was like they had like a thick, like a layer of burnt sugar on it?
Yeah. And then like custard or something underneath.
Yeah, and it's like a custardy, like a thick custard. It's like that. Like I have that really velvety, honey, sweet, creamy flavor in my mouth.
Mm.
But there's a citrusy note too, and it's really nice. It's very palatable and it's very smooth. I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
I really like it.
Is that good? I haven't even tried it yet.
That makes me nervous. Whatever, stick to bourbon.
It's good.
So the finish is short. I wish it lasted a little bit longer because that creme brulee honey glaze warmness is right there, and it holds in your mouth, and then it just like all together I just feel like it goes away.
I do get the honey on that.
It just kind of dissipates.
Kind of funky.
It's a little funky. Not as funky as some of them that I've had. This by far is probably one of the best ones I've ever had.
Oh.
Yet. I gave it a 4.5 on the finish because I really enjoyed it, and it is really nice. I just want it to be longer. I want it to stick around a little bit. It looks like pee-pee.
No, it doesn't. It looks like
yes,
honey.
it does.
That looks like honey.
Ugh. It's a very nice yellow color. Like honey. A dandelion.
It's not that yellow.
It's shiny. It has a lot of beads. Beads up really good, like a nice thick line, and the legs just run real fast down the glass. So, I mean, that's nice. I gave it a 1.5 out of 2.5. So
the nose kind of brought the score down on this one.
Yeah,
the nose is kind of different.
I wanted something, that ashiness really threw me off. And, like, I like the oaty warm wood smell. I really enjoy that because that's nostalgia for me.
Well, this one's not that aged that long. It's only 3 years. It's double aged, 2 in one in another. So you don't really get a ton of wood on that. I mean, it does have some influence. Obviously, most of the color comes from the wood. But did you have any guesses before I told you?
No, because you bought a bunch of bottles, and then we got sample kits, and I don't know. I have no idea what this would be.
Well, you already know that it's Plantation, because I told you and we did the notes. Plantation Fiji. Oh, I probably should do the bottle. I was just going to keep talking. Man.
Well, I need to buy all of these. This might be my favorite rum.
I can't say that because I like going for pure spirit, and they do add a little coloring and they add sugar. That turns me off.
I haven't had a lot. I mean, obviously I've had a lot, but
Rolling Fork and Eastern Kill I don't think adds any. And I do like both of those. They don't add sugar or color. But
so
we do have a sweet tooth, so the sugar, I mean, it is what it is, but rate the bottle before we get into the
I give the bottle full points. I love Plantation. For one, I love anything that has to do with tropical. I love the colors, the vibrant, beautiful, that kind of stuff just really grabs my heart. And this has got bottles and flowers and iguanas and all kinds of stuff on it. And I love their straw wrapping around the bottle. It's unique and it's beautiful and it's very eye-catching. It's actually how we found this bottle because I was just looking at rum, you know, John and I browse, and
I've heard about it. I didn't know it was going to hit our state.
We were really excited, so we might have to go back and buy another bottle.
Unfortunately, they're going to go through a name change because of Plantation and racism.
And everybody's so touchy-feely nowadays.
Yeah.
But
you can't put Plantation. I don't know. That's their choice. Whether it's the right one or wrong one, we'll stand by them. I don't know what they're going to call it. That's going to be interesting.
I don't know.
All right, so what does that bring you up to?
That brings me to a total of 82 points.
You're always in the same range.
Maybe something will spark my fancy and I'll get up there a little higher, a little lower, something. I don't know.
All right, so like I said, they do add a little coloring to keep it consistent from batch to batch. And that was between 0%, sometimes they don't have to add it, and 0.1%. So that is very minuscule, but I like the pure color. I'm guessing that they add a lot more to like the overproof and all the darker ones.
I'm assuming. I mean, overproof's pretty dark.
Yeah. But it's also aged a lot longer too, so I don't know.
Maybe.
So with the sweetness, they add sugar. They add 16 grams of sugar per liter. So a liter's slightly bigger than this. Do you have Plantation overproof over there? So if that was in this bottle, 16 grams would be added to that. That is the equivalent to 4 teaspoons. That's a lot of sugar.
So, what John was talking about, this is pot and column still distilled. It's sourced from Rumco and Fiji Distillery, but so it's first aged in Fiji with like the temperate climate in bourbon casks, and then they ship it to southern France,
somewhere in France,
and they put it into casks again. So they transfer it to
French oak, Ferrand cognac casks
for a year.
So it goes into, it doesn't say ex-bourbon, but I'm pretty sure it's bourbon. They wouldn't just say bourbon casks.
Bourbon casks.
If it was new oak, it'd say oak or new oak or something like that. But they say bourbon. So 2 years in bourbon, 1 year in Ferrand cognac in France.
So I mean, those are two way different temperatures. So,
yeah.
I mean, that might be interesting. They use Fiji cane sugar and pure local water. And then Rumco filters through coconut carbon fibers. Did you find anything on that?
I don't know if that's before
or after
they start aging or after. I'm assuming it's before. This is sourced from them, so you can't say for sure that Plantation does the same filtering. But that sugarcane is grown in their volcanic soil, so I'm wondering if that's why you get ashiness on it.
Maybe that's the ashiness that I get.
So what about the esters?
So there's 42 grams per 100 liters.
I don't know if that's high or low yet. We tried looking it up. We saw some that were high, or like 250.
So I'm assuming that's on the lower side.
That was where like Jamaican, like Hamden,
and they say that Jamaican has the highest amount of esters. So I'm gonna say it's on the lower side. Correct us, maybe. Comment if you guys know. We couldn't find a whole lot on it.
We want to bring more information, so we're digging deep into all this.
See what happens, but.
You got any other notes?
Rumco uses wild and cultured yeast, and the fermentation takes 5 days.
Okay.
I don't know what...
Around 5 days, 4 to 5 days, I read. I really kind of want to try Rumco's rums. I was looking at their bottles. They all look pretty cool. But they're sold in California, not here.
You gonna buy something based off the bottle, Jen?
Yes. 90% of the stuff I bought based off the bottle. You know that's true.
Overall, I'm really happy. John told me about this a few months ago, and we thought for sure we probably wouldn't see it, so we were kind of a little worried. But randomly found it, and I'm really happy we did, and I think it's definitely going to go into my top 5 rums, because it's very good.
The more I dig deeper into rums, I mean, I do like this. I like darker, more aged more, like Zaya. But they're so sweet. I want to know how much sugar is added. And getting into like Eastern Kill and Rolling Fork, knowing that they don't add sugar.
Yeah.
I don't know if Eastern Kill does or not, but I'm assuming it doesn't. Because it's not that sweet.
Yeah. It's interesting.
So it's kind of off-putting to me with the sugar. I'm not saying it's table sugar, granulated, that they add.
It's probably not.
I don't know what they really add to do that, but it's just the equivalent of 4 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Of sweetener.
There you have it. So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.